In cunning ways, the make-believe. Cunning ways, the flesh and spirit.
Okay, mic check. We should be back. Are we back? Okay, I think we back. Okay, we have brother Anwan joining me. I know he's at work. We're gonna bring him in. So we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up. I just want to know how I'm coming in, loud and clear. I rebooted my computer. Sometimes the internet has to be rebooted. I think I'm coming in loud and clear. So let's pick it up, right? So so it's question number 2: should black people vote for Democratic Party? The Democratic Party. I got 6 likes. Well, no, 3 likes. I'm sorry. So I got at least 3 votes. Come on, guys. Let's let me hear a vote. Let me get a vote. I know we have Brother Legit. He's back. I see you there, brother. And also Brother Zedekiah. Let me hear your vote. Or let me just turn on my other computer. Okay. Do we have a vote? Okay. 1. Okay, so we got 1. Yes, do not vote for Democrats. Okay, do we have another one? Do we have another one? Do we have another one? We need at least one more to break the tie. Should black people vote for Democrats? 5 things that the brother in the video mentioned earlier. 5 things to change black people in America. Get rid of rap. Don't support rap. Don't vote for Democrats. Fatherless homes. Race baiters, and don't look for white people to help you. Okay? All right, brother. I see Brother Legit. Okay, he has a 1. So there's 2, right? There's 2. There's 3. Okay, so we got 3. All right, that's more than enough. And you're right. My vote is yes. You shouldn't vote for Democrats, no Republicans. But if you're gonna vote, you should. I'm down with Ice Cube. If you're gonna vote or you're gonna cast your vote, you gotta first do okay. What are you gonna do for the black community first before you start voting? So that's a no-brainer. Okay. So we got no for rap. So that's 2-1. I agree. We for the greater good, we should get rid of rap. I got 2 no's, and I got 4 yes for don't vote for Democrats. Brother Iron One, I see you driving there, brother, doing your thing. Man, at work. Let me do this real quick. Boom. Okay, I see you there, brother. So what you got to add to this conversation? I know you're unbound. You're back and forth. I mean, you're driving, so we may lose you. Are you there, brother?
Okay.
You froze. I think I can hear you now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yes, I'm here. Am I frozen?
Yeah, no, you're good now. You're good now. You're good. We can hear you now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
So
Hey, how you doing?
Great. So what you got to add to this conversation? So what's your vote? Did you you saw the video? I don't know if you had a chance to see the video.
Yeah, I wasn't able to hear it. I was in the Zoom, but I wasn't able to hear the volume, but I can hear the questions. So on the first question, as far as rap music, I think there is a correlation to it being detrimental to our community. I don't see it as the cause in and of itself, but rather a byproduct due to our people not having. Uh, I know many countries, the Ottoman Empire, having poets was as important when they were establishing their own country. It was as important as having engineers or imams, and
Okay.
so I just think because we don't have a culture, it's the things we rap about. Even when we look at, Saul killed his thousands, David killed 10,000s. That was an ode of war, but it was a just cause. So, eliminating rap, it just in and of itself, I think the issues would stay and it would just be reflected in other areas, but rather, establishing a culture, a righteous one. I believe if there was rap, it wouldn't have the essence of like street culture, but it could be a positive thing, or even poetry, to speak of renowned people that accomplish great things. So with that one, I would have difficulty just saying yes or no. I would just have to look at it, but obviously bad rap is bad. And then with Democrats, I don't think you should vote for Democrats.
So
I don't think you should vote for Democrats.
So
Yeah.
no for Democrats. That's a 5-0.
Right.
Now, shout out to also brother Troy. Shout out to brother. I know you sent me a super chat earlier, so shalom. Thank you. But the no to the rap or no to the Democrats, because we just to make sure I could keep score. So let me kind of give you guys the score.
Okay.
Get rid of rap, because the brother said the video said don't support rap. Get rid of rap. He didn't say negative rap. He didn't say positive rap. He just said get rid of rap. And we just going with, do we agree with the brother? And something you disagree.
Okay.
Something
Okay.
that you maybe
Right.
he left out. Something he perhaps needs to tweak a little bit. So your vote is yes or no, and then we could go. So if it's not exactly what he said, if it's something different, like just get rid of bad rap, that means you disagree with him, because it's kind of like half disagreeing with him.
Yeah.
You're either agreeing with him 100%, because
Yeah.
he's passionate about it. He's like, don't support rap, get rid of it.
Okay, he's passionate.
Right, so he doesn't want to. In his mind, get rid of all of it.
I can't. Yeah.
So where you?
Yeah.
So you're saying, only get
Well,
rid of.
I can't. Yeah.
So where you at?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine, and Elder, I want to answer straight, but I mean, I'm speaking, different melodies. I'm speaking the harp. I'm speaking a cultural thing, but a person might just not sing over it. So, but yeah, I mean, in the modern connotation of rap, well, I would say no. That in and of itself, I would say no, but I probably have a lot of agreement with him, and I imagine he would agree with me. I didn't hear the person, but right now I can say, just saying get rid of rap, I believe it's more to it, and I believe that's only a band-aid too. It's just that isn't, so no for now.
So no, so now no, guys. Well, get rid of rap is 1 yes, and we have 3 no, and then maybe 4. H5975.
Yeah.
Your no is dealing with rap.
That's a mod.
That's a mod, brother mod. Is the no represents the rap, or it represents the Democrats? And I'm sorry, my thing is buffering again. Open Y. It's poor. Okay. Okay. It's one of those days. Is one of those days. It's one of those days. Okay. I think I'm back on. Okay. So I'm gonna hold on to that no. I don't know what that no represents. And shout out to brother Anton Powers, brother, sending me $30. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support.
But Elder, I'm open to voting for Republicans, me personally.
Okay. So, but definitely not for Democrats, right? So, no. So you got 3.
It
no.
depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So for Democrats, we all know, yes means don't, I agree with him. So that's a 5. Right? Okay, so the no, that's a 6 then. 6 yes.
Right.
6 yes. No, 0 no's. Okay. The third one is, and he said it this way: if you see a man, or you know of a man without who you know he's not taking care of his children, make sure he's taking care of his child. Men, take care of your children, right? Do you agree with that? Yes or no? Fatherless homes. Fathers need to be home. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? I think that's an automatic yes, right? I think nobody would disagree with that, right? The only tweak I would tweak that is telling women, let your husband or your ex-boyfriend discipline his kids and father his kids, right? It doesn't matter whether you're with the woman or you're not, you are in that man and that child's life, right? We all could agree with that. So we got 2 yes so far. Brother Ahmad, I know that's okay. Let's see. I think he's, and we're probably getting these comments late because my internet is acting up. So we do apologize. I don't vote, but if for the party that signs legal binding agreement to have events for the Black and brown community. Okay. But I guess the no, we got 6 no's for the Democrats, and I think some of these things are coming in late, so we do apologize for that. Okay, 2 seconds, folks. Okay, YouTube is not receiving. Okay, so if this continues, we'll postpone it for next week because it doesn't look good. Shalom, brother Ricky. Shalom, I see you there. Shalom. I'm just waiting for this internet thing to get better. So the fatherless, I think we can all agree to that, right? We can all agree that we all need to respect fathers and allow fathers to father their children, right? That becomes a national holiday, a national no negotiating, right? That we need to taking care of these children, and women need, and the only tweak I would have add is women allowed your children to be fathered by their fathers. I think that's it's the because statistically Black men do take care of their children even more than other races, statistically speaking. A lot of people don't know that. The Black race or the Black man is the one who is taking care of they take care of the child more than even other races and things of that nature. I don't know how the Latino is, but the issue is not that the fathers don't want to be there. The issue is that a lot of these mothers, once they break up with the man, the man ain't nothing. He's a bum. Blah blah blah. And she cut off any authority in that man's life in regard to that child. It was a big mistake.
Mm.
So
Wow.
the desire for single mothers is one of the biggest problem that has not been addressed in America. There's women, they want to be mothers before they're wives. So don't get me started with that. So I'm gonna say, but the idea of fathers being, or the lack thereof, in the black community is a definitely yes. So I think I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 yes. 1, 2, or 5 yes. Okay. Okay. Race hustlers. Race hustlers. Should we stop supporting race hustlers like Black Lives Matter? You know, all these race hustlers. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Should we support Black Lives Matter? Should we support that? Right? Should we entangle ourselves in that in these type of organization? Let me hear a yes. Let me hear a no. I know we're kind of slow, so we do apologize. The internet is acting up today. The internet is stream is poor, so we do apologize. Let's see here. It's one of the biggest problem that. Okay. I see a correct. That means do not support Black Lives Matters and what they call race hustlers. So you got, I believe that's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1 for me. Brother Iron One, what say you, brother? I know you're en route. If you can't hear me, I know you're en route. You can come back later. And then
Oh no, I can hear you. Can you see me?
I cannot see you, but I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at the GPS. Yeah, I'm here. Um, I hear you, and yeah, I agree. I agree. You know, Black Lives Matter. Michael, Eric Dyson, characters like that. You know, articulate guys that. Um, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Shalom, brother. Brother Iron One, be encouraged, be a beloved brother. Okay. Shalom, brother. Brother Ricky, he said shalom to you. Says his wishes. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so definitely a yes, right? There's a definitely, we need to not support these race hustlers, right? These race hustlers, right? Okay, so that's definitely, I think we got like 4 yes with that one. Okay, and 0 no. Okay. Okay. And last but not least, should we not wait or look towards white people to fix our problem? You know, I'm assuming reparations. Now, brother Ricky, I saw a 2. I saw a 2. A 2 for what? He wasn't even. So, brother Ricky, I see a 2. I just want to make sure I could count your 2. For what subject are you referring to, brother Ricky J? And I think, number 1, it represents if you agree with him, and number 2, if you disagree. So I think you meant no, and which is 2, means no, which means no, you don't want to support race hustlers. And I think that's how you took it. But number 1, it means you do agree with him. Number 2, you disagree. And I guess number 2 represents that you should support what he consider race hustlers. So, so the question is, when we first started, do we agree with this brother? Do we agree with this brother? Right? Correct was a black father being more. Okay, I think they're still back in the black father situation. Okay, so what I think we're having internet issue. I think we're good now. I think it's saying excellent. That connection before it was saying poor, so we should be good now. Okay. And we probably have to do this again because all the comments are coming so late. I'm trying to keep up. So make sure you guys type the subject, right? I agree. Father should be more at home, or I disagree, or I don't think it's a problem. Okay. Each man hit the like button. Let's get the like button up. I appreciate you guys. And the last one: should black people start looking for white people to fix our problems? What say you? What is your thought on that, brother Anwan?
Should we stop? I believe we should stop. I believe we should stop. I believe you use what you can, but I wouldn't expect anything. I don't think marching or asking someone to accept you or to give you something, I don't think that's valuable. I don't think that's good. Yeah, I don't agree.
So you would not agree for reparation, asking the government to pay for the injustice of people of color, dragged into slavery, Jim Crow. You don't believe there's reparation. If you don't, you don't. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm assuming that's what he represents, so that's what he meant. But I could be. But go ahead.
Okay. So I don't think they will. So do I think they should? Yeah, under the same guys that they pay people for the Holocaust. Do I think it would help? No, I don't. But yeah, like the Native Americans. Yeah, I mean, I think they should. I don't think they will. And so I think it's a waste of time to spend our energy on it. I think learning like tax codes, maybe, scholarships, putting our children in STEM, even men that are able, learning STEM, and then just utilizing the system, the capitalist system, to create our own grid. I don't think they will. Do I think they should? Yes. But I don't think they will. So hopefully that answers. So.
Okay. So anybody else want to vote? Do you think that we should stop black people to start asking for white people to fix their problems or their issues? And that means, so I'm assuming what he meant was reparations, any form of restitution. And I agree with you, brother, that it doesn't matter because I don't think they're going to give it. If they would have given it, they would have given it by now. And I think for me, I don't know, for me, it will have a better romantic a better feel good story if we do it for ourselves, despite everything that's happened. Right? It's yeah. And I agree with you. Do I believe that the sins of slaves and those that were destroyed and got, I mean, we could start from Black Wall Street. We could start from Rosewood. We could there were several communities that were destroyed, and this is after slavery. This is after this is during the Jim Crow era, but those people are still alive, and the people from the survivors from Black Wall Street and other areas like that have still not gotten their proper reparations. So we're not even talking going back to slavery. We're talking about literally people that we could prove, like, yeah, there were store owners, they own banks, they own businesses, and them and their descendants didn't get any form of restitution. Right?
Wow.
However, though, is there anything he left out? is there anything that he left out? Something that
Absolutely.
he should have added, or what will you take away? Is there any, I know, well, you disagree with the rap situation, so I'm assuming only negative rap, right? Is that, I heard you correctly? Three no? Because I was the only one
Well,
that agreed that all things considered, probably rap probably be the best, to get rid of rap, all things considered. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm having, okay, here we go. Okay. Could you hear me?
oh, who, me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, yeah.
So anything
Yeah,
you
I
would have
heard.
changed, brother? Anything you would have changed, or anything you want to add?
Yes, I mean, I think if this brother was given free reign, like as a mayor or a governor, and he were able to do these things, it wouldn't change much because he's highlighting, I think, the obvious. I think many men, regardless of their spiritual walk, many of us have grown up in similar circumstances in the inner city. Some of us make it, and we all, most of us at one point in time or another may have been influenced by like hood culture, and we didn't get sucked in by it. So we have I think most men that I'm associated with, even if they don't embrace like the same spiritual ideology, they can see like, well, I'm doing okay. Like, and this is what I see as wrong with our people outside of any external influence. However, I think it's really just like a basic view of maybe not understanding uh, the world on a macro level. So you would attack something like rap. I don't think rap is good. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it. I try to listen to certain instruments. I listen to a lot of singing. Sometimes I'm tired out here on the road, so I might listen to more upbeat things, and I might find myself listening to a rap song or two. Sometimes, I'll be honest. But it's those are just band-aids. Like if a people don't have a culture where the things that are important to them, and the things that they champion are also things that advance them as a people, they're going to do a lot of things wrong, right? They'll champion fornication, they'll champion covetousness, wealth. But if you look out in the country, I used to be in sales, and I would see people's credit, and the wealth they had. And sometimes, in the country, I mean, they would have so much money in their accounts. They would come pay things cash, large amounts of money. But the merit that they would focus on is land. Get you might get a nice F-150. That might be a little way to splurge, but basic clothes. But the thing was, could you teach your children to be able to build, and that would be the culture. So I could look at things like degeneracy, fathers leaving their families, women not respecting the men. So a lot of times that will drive a man to leave. And if we don't have the money, you won't be able to take care of kids that aren't in your home. So yeah, I think those things are right. But if you start there, I don't think it would really do much. It's like these are like band-aids or byproducts of bigger problems. But I do think that he's right. I do agree with him, and that those are issues. And yeah, the brother is who can I ask, like, who was this, just a regular guy, or I wasn't able to see the video, or
Yeah,
was he a part of something, or?
yeah. He's a brother. He was just speaking his heart out. He was in his vehicle. I'll send you the link. It went viral.
Mhm.
So, it was just something that I wanted to see if people agree with him, because he was so passionate about it.
Mm.
And you think he was not. He was someone that looks. He came from the hood, and looks like a blue
Mhm.
collar worker, maybe like a trucker. And he was like, "This is what needs to
Yeah.
happen for us to." And I know that he's probably was talking about negative rap, obviously,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he just said get rid of rap altogether, because I in his mind all of it is bad, at least in modern time. He looked like he was
Mm.
like around between 40 to 50, somewhere around that age range, 40 something, 50
Okay.
something, somewhere there. So, he was so passionate about it. I just want to, kind of do a show about it.
Yeah.
But anything else that he left out that you feel he should have added?
Yeah.
That it's detrimental.
Yeah, I think it starts with culture. You know, you look at nations when they're first established, where they exert much of their efforts. Educating the people, right? I know a lot of our people, especially within the ideology, they say your kids only need to know how to read and write. That's the white man's education, or things of that sort. But not so much when you look at engineering, architecture. The other nations, when they go to school at a young age, they understand how it equates to the economy. I've heard, and maybe your age, you could speak to it. I've heard there used to be something called like civics classes that they took out of school, and it really was like I know we still had home economics and different things that would give you a taste. Then you would go on to college, become more well versed in a particular thought, and then hopefully get in an entry level at a job, but they accept you because of the degree.
Yeah.
But now it's like I think it's much bigger issues that would solve problems, but those are problems. What he said, those are problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe it starts with culture. You look at the Asian people when they come here, they create towns, Chinatowns where they engage in commerce with one another. Allegedly, there's different prices for outsiders and then amongst themselves. So I think those are results of the problem. So yeah, I agree with them, but I think
So you said culture.
left out.
So you would add culture.
Yeah, and it would build off of that. Like that would be the cornerstone.
Okay.
Yeah, culture, societal norms amongst the people. Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else you want to add to that?
No. That's it. What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna say one word, and you're gonna say you're gonna definitely agree with me because I know you.
Okay.
And you're gonna be mad at that you didn't thought of it.
Okay.
God, the Most High God.
Right.
We cannot
yes, sir.
Ignore that because our greatness came from that.
Right.
Whether you want to look at it from a Hebraic perspective, a biblical perspective, or even culturally in the black community, we were tighter, although we were worshiping a white Jesus, and on Sunday we didn't have the true understanding. We had those values, father, mother, children going to church. They believe in Christ. They believe in the Most High God, the God of the Bible. And that needs to come back. But now it has to come back new and improved, right? And we have to go back to the original doctrine of the Most High God, the first century church. And because I think without that,
yes, sir.
Now let me ask you a question. Let's put aside ethics. Let's put aside the Constitution. You had a magic. You had a wish. You had unlimited resources, unlimited manpower, all the political backing. Day one, fix black people, go.
Okay.
What will you do day one?
Okay, day one, right? And so I was saying the same thing that you were. When I mentioned culture, I tend to not say just God in a blanket way because it means so many different things to so many different people. But yes, the God of the Bible, was a God of laws whom we worship through action. So first and foremost, it would have to be education of laws, right? So we would get I would begin to get the people to understand if we're being dropped in a land, right? We don't have police, we don't have the same.
So you want to bring laws because you want to create your own country? Where will you go, or will you create your own state in America? Will you what Lord? What will you do day one if you was the president of the African American community? You have all power and control, and I say, okay, Mr. President, what will you do day one?
Okay. Day one, we need a land, right? And so we're working in tandem with America, right?
Yes, America
Okay.
is letting you say, well, letting you rock.
Okay. So there's a land somewhere. We don't all go. It initially gets established by people like yourself, aged men are in place. A constitution is established. Then initially, we'll get an economy going. Tradesmen, builders, architecture, engineers, school set up. So we set that up. We need priests for religious sanctions, and you need a law, a common code. Okay, so then initially, as we bring people in, baptizing them with the word, but in a practical sense, right? So we teaching them culture, how we will engage, how women
But
are
what about the
to dress.
gays and the atheists? I don't want to get baptized. I don't believe in God.
Right.
I mean, what you trying to do
Right.
here? Where?
No acceptance. They no
So you were
no
for
admittance.
so you would need an army, a police, because you know how people, we stiff neck. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
it's not like
Okay,
they're gonna go
right.
in quietly. I don't think.
Okay, so we all already here. So my thing was, that's why I asked, were we working in tandem with America, because we aren't all there. Right now. I'm taking from Nehemiah, right? When he
Right.
was allowed to rebuild the land, leaders and Levites went. Then year
Right,
by
right,
year,
right.
he was bringing more people there. So I'm not bringing everybody, right? And so people are being admitted. So in similar fashion, how the Cumrum community, how they used to, I think there was a year probation, right? A year or two. So the people are learning, and these are people that are willing to learn. I'm not accepting everybody.
Right,
Everybody
right. So,
can't come.
okay.
Okay.
So you, because if you ask me that question,
Okay.
I will have to say, okay. And I'm removing, morals out of the way or in the Constitution, right? I will have to, I would gather with the smartest brainwash propaganda people that ever existed. Read all the books of how to brainwash and propaganda people, and come up with a plan how to brainwash and propaganda our people to do righteousness. Righteous. I don't know. I will have to speak to the top scientists, the greatest minds that ever lived, and say, okay, we need to brainwash, because I think that's the only way. I think by force, our people are too strong.
Okay.
Well, I think there has to be some brainwash with some unlimited resources, right? Mind control, whatever it is you take, to change people. That's the only way I could see it happening, in my personal opinion. And the reason why I'm having these exercises is to kind of show us that the only thing that eventually is going to change us is God Almighty himself. Because the resources it's going to take to change our people, our problematic, our problem, our issues, and we're getting better. I think we're getting better. I think, but things are still getting bad. Things are still bad, and then there's certain things going on in the streets that I don't remember in my age when I was coming up. How bad, yeah, we had the gangs and the drug epidemic and all that, but there's something new going on that is scary, and but I think we need to start looking at what do the enemies have used on us for years to brainwash us to our destruction, right? Because we all know they introduced, there's been videos out there circulating that they planned for this in regards of like the gangster rap, that there was a video out there circulating, I don't know if it's true, okay, that there was corporate people coming together and saying that we're going to bring this into the community, and like they were having conversation as if they know that, or they knew that this will ruin the black community, and and the federal, I mean the correctional institution, the additional correctional institutions were involved and knew that they will also make money, right? So I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen the receipts. I heard rumors, right? It's like that whole. I don't know if you saw that movie, The Godfather. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. They began to introduce. They were going into the history of when the mafia got involved with drug selling, cocaine, and in the mob, they were not known for that. The mob got started as a protector racket. You have a business, you don't want to mess with your business. You pay me tax, and I'll protect your business. Nobody mess with your business. And maybe some few casinos here and there, but they felt that drugs was immoral and it was not good. But when things got hard and they decided to go into the drug game, according to the movie Scarface, and it's been respected as a pretty accurate depiction of the mob. It won all these awards. And in the movie, he said, "Hey, give it to the blacks, the drugs, sell it in the black neighborhoods, right? Because they didn't want to sell it in their neighborhood, right?
Right.
So that itself is a conspiracy, and regardless whether they must have known that drugs would destroy black communities. They didn't care. That's why they sold in their community. However, though, can we do the opposite, right? Can we what can we do to brainwash people, or is it harder to brainwash people to do good than to brainwash people to do bad? I hope I'm making sense. Maybe it's impossible to brainwash people to do good. People have to want to do good. I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, it's more like there's going to be a God that's going to be, it's a God that is going to save us. A miracle. A miracle is going to save us. I mean, that's the only way I could see it. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I do think we have examples of it. Like, if you remember, and it was funny, I was just going to mention this as a side note, with men going God's way and some of the stances you've taken. But one of the things Nehemiah did say, like, every man that has a wicked wife, like, he knew the importance of that. And he's like, look, put them away and the children, because it can really weaken a nation without women that are in order. And I remember I would read that at first and I would think, that seems quite heartless,
Harsh,
how I
yeah.
learned initially. But now, as I've grown older, I'm like, yeah, it really would break men, it really would break them. But I think every time what you see is, even beginning with the Exodus, even in the times of Judges, where you've seen that on a smaller scale, where we were cast away, then we were brought back into like an autonomous state. It always began, with laws. And even when we look at other countries like the United States of America, where first they were here and the first thing they were doing was constantly, a couple of times a year, meeting, having these discussions about law and regulation, and what will we do, and how what is fair, what is right, what is wrong,
yeah.
Morality and ethics. So I know that these things are associated with the Most High, but I know it's just associated with establishment with the establishment of a community. You know, even small neighborhoods with homeowners associations. Like on the lower level,
Yeah.
it deals with the laws and the rules of engagement. So on a deeper level, America today doesn't deal with morality on an internal level. They just deal like with the actions, like, okay, don't do this, don't do that. You worship what you want to, but like just don't go too far with it. However, with us, you know, we were also given the understanding of a moral compass as well, like internally, like, you know, you see your neighbor, he loses something. So I think that would be the first thing. But when in response to the brainwashing, I think you have to be willing to do without certain people. I don't think it's possible for us to go thinking that we could take everybody. You see that in the Bible,
Yeah.
you know, to where we had to walk around for 40 years. And then on, you know, when you look at different countries, I've always been interested by like the Ottoman Empire, you know, and when they broke off, I believe it, you know, from like when they had sultans and those countries like Turkey and Uzbekistan, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they rolled with the people who wouldn't take bribes, who were extremely religious and devout, you know, Muslims, and, you know, weren't going to be with corruption. They took priests, they took engineers, they took architects, they took poets. You know, they took the poets. I don't know if that was for the stories. I don't know exactly. I don't know if that exactly equates to what rap means,
Yeah.
but people that are musically inclined, great orators, the stories, you need those, you know, so at
Yeah, so
Tabernacle,
positive.
they can speak.
I would definitely, if I was the captain of the African American community, no more negative rap. I would immediately remove negative images. Yep, you broke up a little bit, but I know you're driving.
Okay, yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
I will get rid of rap. I will have to tweak the Constitution in regards of like, okay, guys, give me, or negative rap. Give me 20 years without any negative rap, 20 years without any negative image of black people in television. It is illegal to show any negative image of people of color for 20 years, right? I would just do all the reverse. It was like, I think years ago, in the previous show, I did a discussion on what was that letter, the Willie Lynch letter in reverse. And we could take exactly the Willie Lynch letter and reverse it, right? Like one of the Willie Lynch exercise is take the strongest slave, right? The strongest of the one that is, and beat them to almost to death in front of the women and the children and the other men to put fear. Let's reverse that. Let's take the strongest man and promote him. Let's take the strongest man and glorify his strength.
Wow.
Let's just do it in reverse.
Yes, sir.
That's what I would do. Just Willie Lynch, you know, in reverse, right? I used to, and then of course, you know, the black woman, I used to separate her from the black man and have her account, you know, in support of me, right? That was a thing too, right? And
right.
It became a thing that the black woman began to not wanting to show the black kid, or when the black child used to be aggressive or an athlete or a strong kid, she used to like, boy, don't run, don't show your strength, because master may take you, right? So do the reverse. Tell women and give women incentive to say, listen, if your child go to college or learn to trade, at the end of their you know, graduation, you receive $1 million for every child.
Wow.
That's what, you just do it in reverse. Give me 20 years. You just remove the Constitution
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit, right? Because I know parental rights, well, rap, you know, I know I'm going to get sued for that, right?
Mm.
So we will have to literally change the laws to actually make this thing work, in my opinion.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But I think
Yes, sir.
because it cannot happen because right now we don't have the political will. It goes back to us. And I think you're right. I think
Right.
it goes back to we got to save those that want to be saved.
Mm.
We got to save those that
Wow.
want to be saved because they you know, it's too late for some of our people. And it's a sad situation, but you're right. You know, we have to build this this fantasy island, right? Or this fantasy world, but we have to make it a reality. Because, you know, we got to do something. I just feel something needs to be done.
Wow.
You know, complaining about it, you know, we got to do something. And I think it starts with us men. And I'm looking for my wolf pack, right? We're looking for our wolf pack. Man going God's way is a wolf pack of men that believe in God, want to do right by God, and want to work together to build this thing. And we're not looking for anybody. If you're weak-minded, if you're a man that is told, you know, need to be told what to do every 5 seconds by your woman, you don't stand up to your woman, you're out of shape, you're unhappy, brother, you got to first work on yourself. You cannot stay that way and be part of men going God's way. We want the best of the best. And if you want to be the best, if you want to be pushed by men, if you want men to hold you accountable, if you want to be challenged, if you want to explore your rights, and more importantly, realize that you're not alone. Not alone.
Yes, sir.
Reach out to Men Going God's Way. The other descriptions below. You know, you and I were meeting today, and we're gonna be. Last week, unfortunately, we had to cancel the exercise, but we were having a meeting today. It's like no more, no mas, no more cancellation. Even if I can't make it, one of us cannot make it. July 2nd is right around the corner, right? So we're gonna be announcing some new things on this Sunday in regard of the exercise. But every Sunday, without fail, either me, you, or Brother Ahmad is going to be in that Zoom meeting doing those squats, those push-ups, those chin-ups, and those planks, because the time is ticking, right? I'm excited about the website. You know, I haven't shown anything yet, but I'm excited about the website. You know, it's a lot of things that we're going to be having there. We're going to be having proper diet. And I'm getting this thing from professionals. I'm not just getting this from, you know, just from the internet. You know, my daughter just graduated from college, and she has a nutrition degree dealing with the colon, I think, and your colon track. And I'm gonna pick her brain. She's gonna show me some books. We're gonna put them together.
Yes,
I got some personal trainers of friends of mine. We're going to put a routine together because every man right now has got to be in shape because we're in battlegrounds right now.
Yes, sir.
We're in battlegrounds. The war is coming. We got to be prepared. This is not about just looking good on the beach. Right? We got to, you know, look at all the statistics. Our testosterone is going down every generation. Men are getting weaker. We're getting comfortable. You know, office job. And I love my job. Corporate, you know, I get it. That's what I got to do to pay my bills and support my family. But you cannot forget that survival instinct. You can't get too comfortable because if you get too comfortable and then you do have to defend and run and protect, it's going to be shock to the body. You gotta have a bare minimum of physical fitness that you cannot go under. And these are the type of men that we're looking for. If you're looking for a place, if you are overweight, right, and you're looking to brothers to keep you accountable and for this to be able to lose some weight and get in shape, right? This would be the you know, men going God's way and using spiritual values and you know, a higher purpose. Because I always tell brothers, man, you got to be part of something. You know, this lone wolf thing we can't do it alone. We need each other. We need strong men to stand together. And when strong men stand together, okay, we could stop anything, okay, and we could create anything. So and for the record, people know this, but let me just repeat this. Man going God's way is not a black thing, a brown thing, or a white thing. It's a man thing. Okay, if you're a man, if you're a heterosexual man, or want to be a heterosexual man, okay, we're a Christian organization. We believe in Christ. We believe in God. We believe the God of the Bible is the true living God. And if you want to be down with this group, whatever stage in life you're in, we'll work with you, right? You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to come by and check us out. All the description is below. Well, brother Ahmad, I know you out there, trucking, doing your work, taking care of your family. Any last words you want to add before we end the show?
No, sir. Everything you said is valuable. I receive it, and yes, we're going God's way. So send an email. Shalom.
Shalom. And there it is. Brother Anwan doing his thing. I know he's gonna be coming in soon on Wednesday. We're putting some shows coming up. That's coming down the pipe.
Friday.
Is it Friday? Is it Friday?
Friday evening. Yes,
Friday
sir.
evening. Okay, so Friday.
So
we're gonna so stay tuned for that. We're definitely gonna be doing that because we have to just get more content. We got to just get this thing going. Get this thing going. So I'm excited what's coming down the pipe. I'm excited what's coming down the summer. So stay tuned for our website. It's gonna have a lot of information, but it's gonna be set up for members only. Certain parts for members, certain part for the public. And of course, we're gonna be resetting up the I Am Apparel again. I'm gonna definitely make some changes. There's gonna be certain T-shirts or certain symbols you're not gonna see that you saw from the old when I was with GOCC, and you're gonna see some new ones. So we're putting all that together. I'm excited. Hopefully by July we'll have it going. So everything you can support. My Cash App or my PayPal, Super Chat, whatever you could give and donate is highly needed and appreciated. We do appreciate all the support that you guys give us. Until next time, Shalom, peace, and blessings.